A warm vinyl crackles fills the air. Strings swing gently over a deep, steady groove. Then a voice enters that's smooth, thoughtful, and effortlessly cool. That voice belongs to one of the most refined architects of 70s soul music. This man was a singer, songwriter, producer, and visionary. He helped carry the legacy of soul into a new era, blending lush orchestration, social awareness, and romantic sophistication into a sound that still inspires crate diggers, DJs, and modern R&B artists today. Although he never chased superstardom, his music became timeless. It was sampled and rediscovered decades later. This is a story of a soul innovator whose elegance and artistry still echoes through modern music. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Leroy Hutson. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born on June 4th, 1945 in Newark, New Jersey, he began his career in numerous singer groups in his hometown throughout the 60s. As a teenager, he founded the group that was called the MOTOWN. They won multiple talent shows in high school. After graduating, he enrolled at Howard University to study dentistry. He joined the Mayfield Singers, a group that was created on the campus by singer Curtis Mayfield, and they performed at New York's legendary Apollo Theater and also Philadelphia Uptown Theater. In 1967, the group recorded a single for Mayfield. By 1968, Hutson was a member of the duo Sugar and Spice with the singer Deborah Rollins. They recorded several singles with some success. Their most popular singles was In Love Forever, Aha Yeah, and Dreams. Hutson shared a dorm room with Donny Hathaway, who eventually dropped out of college to serve as Curtis Mayfield's musical director. This inspired Hutson, and he decided to change his undergraduate degree to music and composition. Hutson was immediately pulled to music at Howard because of his contacts with extraordinary groups of classmates including Donny Hathaway, Roberta Flack, Herbie Hancock, and Debbie Allen. Hutson grew into a talented lyricist, keyboardist, and arranger, in addition to a superb tenor voice. While at Howard, Hutson and Hathaway collaborated on the song The Ghetto, which went on to become a massive success for Donny Hathaway, also becoming one of the most important songs of the 70s. His big break came in 1971, only 3 months after graduating from college. He was invited to take over as lead vocalist of The Oppressions from Curtis Mayfield, whom Donny Hathaway introduced Hutson to. He approached coming into the group with quiet confidence, bringing a smoother vocal tone, expanding songwriting ideas, helping guiding the group through a transitional period. Rather than copy Mayfield's style, he shifted the group direction, keeping their harmonies tight while introducing them to a more contemporary feel. Hutson remained with the group for only a few years before making his solo debut on Mayfield's Cartoon Records. The first impression song to feature Hutson as lead vocalist was the song Love Me that was released in June of 1971. After leaving the Impressions, he continued his career as a composer, producer, arranger, and vocalist. He signed the Curtis Mayfield label. This gave Hutson a platform to explore creatively. He flourished as a solo artist, writing, arranging, and producing much of his own work. He crafted albums filled with orchestra arrangements, layered harmonies, and deeply personal themes. His sound blended romance and social awareness. It was polished, yet emotionally grounded. In 1973, he wrote, produced, arranged, and recorded his first solo album. This album was titled Love Oh Love. This album had a few notable singles with the songs So In Love With You, the title song, which peaked number 75 on the R&B charts, and When You Smile, that peaked number 81 on the R&B charts.
And do all you can, all the little things that make me feel like a man, yeah.
Between the years of 1973 and 1992, he recorded 8 albums and had 13 charted singles. His albums that charted was The Man, that peaked number 36 on the R&B charts, Hudson, that peaked number 46 on the R&B charts, Feel the Spirit, that peaked number 21 on the R&B charts and number 170 on the Billboard 200 charts, Hudson 2, that peaked number 26 on the R&B charts, and Unforgettable, that peaked number 69 on the R&B charts. These charted albums was followed by his charted singles, Eloise, that peaked number 81 on the R&B charts, All Because of You, that peaked number 31 on the R&B charts, Can't Stay Away, that peaked at number 66 on the R&B charts,
Love and trust are surely both related.
Feel the Spirit, that peaked at number 25 on the R&B charts and number 5 on the disco charts, Lover's Holiday, that peaked number 68 on the R&B charts, Blackberry Jam, that peaked number 82 on the R&B charts, I Do, that peaked number 55 on the R&B charts,
I wanna make sweet love.
In the Mood, that peaked number 56 on the R&B charts,
So glad it's me by you, baby.
Where Did Love Go, that peaked number 45 on the R&B charts,
When I hold you in my arms, I feel
and Right or Wrong, that peaked number 47 on the R&B charts. Because of all of his hits, he developed a well-deserved dedicated R&B following. He was also an in-demand producer. He consistently toured in the late 70s and 80s, and he also offered his musical talent to produce work for his fellow label mates, including Linda Clifford, Arnold Blair, and The Natural 4. He's written and produced songs for Roberta Flack, The Natural 4, Linda Clifford, Voices of East Harlem, Arnold Blair, and The Next Movement. Unfortunately, his career was hampered by the changes in the music industry in the early 80s, and he stopped recording following his album Paradise. His older songs were still being heard on the radio and through samples by musicians such as Too Short and Erykah Badu. In 2008, he resumed recording, but this time under the name Lee Hutson, and he also released a few albums. What set Leroy Hutson apart was his ear for arrangements. Strings didn't overpower, they completed. Bass lines grew subtly. Vocals floated effortlessly above it all. His music captured the elegance of 70s soul. His records became masterclass and balanced. It was emotional, yet controlled, lush, yet intimate. Decades later, a new generation rediscovered Leroy Hutson through sampling culture. Hip-hop producers dug into his catalog, drawn to the warmth of his arrangements and timeless grooves. Although he may not dominated the charts, his fingerprints appear across modern R&B landscapes. Among musicians, Leroy is often described as an artist's artist. His dedication to craftsmanship over commercial trends earned a deep respect. He maintained creative integrity throughout his career, chasing quality over quantity and artistry over hype. That commitment preserved his catalog as something pure. Today, his music feels relevant as ever. His theme of love, reflection, and self-awareness resonate across generations. He didn't chase trends or headlines. He built something more lasting, a body of work defined by elegance, intention, and soul. In the story of soul music, his name stands quietly among the greats, a bridge between legends and the future, between gospel roots and modern rhythm. He proved that true artistry doesn't need noise to be powerful. Leroy Hutson is truly the quiet visionary of sophisticated soul. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by Leroy Hutson? Before I go, I want to take a second to promote my Discord. Over here, I provide a safe space for my supporters. We discuss music of all genres. You can provide me feedback on recent uploads, etc. If that interests you, then go ahead and check me out. The link is in my bio. While I have y'all here, if you would like to support the channel further, then feel free to become a member. By doing so, you help make these videos possible. I thank each and every one of you who supported me along this journey.